Now, I should actually be probably talking about how to journal at this point. So, when you track your data, you must journal your trades. I will I will show you my personal journal. I personally use my own Notion template, and I will show you right here what it kind of looks like, right? Um, so right here, I had only recently started showing, not showing, but using Notion, right? Um, and like before that, I had what's it called? I'd use Discord, right? I have a Discord channel. I should probably pull that up. I'll pull that up right now where I have a bunch of my trades marked down on one channel, but I realize it's pretty inefficient because I can't go to a certain date whenever I want to. And I'm going to need to like suffer through whatever the fuck, right? Actually, I should, I don't know. I don't want to spend time blurring that out. Actually, I can just do that, right? I will just kind of just show you like this. Yeah, whatever. Okay, cool. Right. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Blah, blah. I'm not gonna go through the rest because I don't know what the fuck's in there. But I'll go through this. Okay. I'll just pick this guy right here. That's pretty shit actually. Yeah. I'll just pick London trade. That's pretty shit. Cause I was just starting to use this journal, so I didn't write a lot of shit out. Okay. Perfect. 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 Um. So right here, I had marked out my trade, and here's how I journaled it. Okay. I marked out the model that I was using. I didn't write the session. I should have wrote NY open. My confluences, my narratives, I didn't write that shit down. Like I said, I was just starting to get into this journal, so I was kind of figuring out these settings weren't here before. But I oh, I signal botted someone. That's pretty funny. Anyways, but I understood the concept itself. Um, he used my model at the time. Anyways, I wrote down everything that I need to know about this trade, and I was very vulnerable with myself about it. And you really need to get to know yourself to hold yourself accountable to be able to go through actually keeping a track of your accountability and how consistent you are with it. So that's why you must journal your traits. Okay. So the best way to journal it is to have an organized system. I do like give these templates and shit out for free. For like Notion and shit like that. But it's honestly up to you what kind of software you want to use to journal your traits. You can even physically write them down. A lot of people do that. I used to actually do that shit before the Discord, right? There's honestly a lot of different ways that you could do it, and it's completely up to you. But the point is, you must keep yourself accountable. You don't even need to necessarily journal your actual traits. You can journal the entries, the exits, and how you technically did it. No one gives a fuck because everyone knows how to do a technical analysis. But what you really gotta journal is you. You gotta journal how you feel about it, what you were thinking, your thoughts. And some people I know record their fucking traits, like record the entire session and watch it over, watch it back. And some people even journal while they're trading. Okay, some people they're quite literally having their fucking notes side by side on their chart and write down how they feel in the moment so they can dig down to the root and fix that shit because they aren't fucking scared and they want it that bad, right? So that's how you fucking journal. Okay, it's not about, oh, I'm going to write down in my journal today. Today I took a fair value gap up my ass and made $39 billion. Thank you. No, bro. No. Okay. No fair value gaps were taken up the ass. What was though was your fucking mentality. That shit went up your ass. Okay. So what you need to do is lock in and journal how you actually feel. Because if there's anyone that you should be vulnerable with, it's yourself. You should not be vulnerable with someone else. Bro, I remember when I used to date this girl, I was so vulnerable with her, but I wasn't vulnerable with myself to take accountability for my own actions. But if it was for her, I wouldn't do it. That's how you know that you're able to get shit done wherever the fuck you want. Because if you're able to do it for someone else like this, you'll be able to do it for yourself. That's called self-respect. Okay, so it's respectful for yourself to be able to go and actually journal that shit and put in the work and fix your problems. That's self-respect. That's self-love. That's real self-love. Not this fucking bullshit that you see on social media nowadays, like fucking celebrating being a fucking cocksucker, bro. Like, come on, no. What is self-love? Self-love is doing shit for yourself because you care about yourself. Okay, so if you really care about yourself, you'll actually put in the work and you fucking open the journal even if you don't want to. Okay, people say, "Oh, I love my parents." No, you fucking don't. You don't love your parents. You're not working hard enough to retire them. You don't love your siblings. You don't love your girlfriend because you fucking sit and play video games all day, right? If you want to love yourself, you need to treat yourself like you actually love yourself. Okay, because saying you love yourself and not committing those actions are two different things. Remember, I said, align your voice with your thoughts and your action. That's how you journal. What is the next topic of our video? We're actually getting super close to the end here. There's not a lot of stuff to go over at all. Talked about risk management. Okay. We're getting near the end here. Damn, you guys are everybody seem profitable day traders. Oh my god. Anyways, next stow on the back stow on the trek stow to the next stow. Woo! Woo!